the will of the people. And the will of the people is the greatest asset that Baba has working for him. And that's what he doesn't realize. Muyiwa is not his greatest asset. His greatest asset are the public. And once the public walk away from Baba, it's done. Baba to remember some things that Mohbad has told him before that can benefit the case. You understand? Because for Baba to keep saying, I don't know, how are they prompting him? How are they probing him? How are they questioning him to get more information from him? Because there's a wealth of knowledge in Baba that Mohbad has deposited in him.
He said
so much that he has been told, but unless the legal team are sitting down with Baba and for each facet of that case, either for probate, either for the issue of negligence, either for each area, Baba would be able to feed them in. Muyiwa, who has no legal expertise, he doesn't know how to manage a case. So I just feel like, why are we paying this law firm so much money? And yet they keep saying that, they keep giving the impression that Muyiwa is the one running the show. No, if a law firm has been hired, there must be a case manager who's managing the case and knowing at each time within that case, what needs to be done. So don't they have such a person in their law firm who is managing the case, who is responsible? And then that's where we come in, because as part of the case management team, just like I have never been in support of all of these attention-seeking groups, people who want to be in groups. No, that's attention-seeking. But within a case management team, along with the lawyers, we would have had a couple of hosts that have proven themselves over this 9 months period, who are able to join that legal team to give them heads up, because clearly, just because you come from a big law firm doesn't necessarily mean that you know what's up. Some people are not even abreast of what is going on within society. But if you bring a couple of people, and we don't need too many, at least the way this case has been going for the past 9 months, we, the public, know the people who have invested their time to do research, people who know, who are able to think ahead of what's about to happen and add value and give these lawyers support so they can bring out the legal facts and all the things that they need. But we, the general public, amongst us, we have ears to the ground. We hear things that they don't hear, and that can add value. And that's all we're asking for, because clearly the way this case is going, I am starting to believe that I don't think they want justice. And there's already lethargy amongst the public. People are getting tired. It's clear. And that is what they want. They're trying to keep the will of the people. And the will of the people is the greatest asset that Baba has working for him. And that's what he doesn't realize. Muyiwa is not his greatest asset. His greatest asset are the public. And once the public walk away from Baba, it's done. It's done. Because now look at it. Arifa and Veron didn't know Baba or Mohbad from personally. They were just part of the public who were passionate and passionately seeking for justice for Mohbad. They show up in court. Only one person has a lawyer. If this legal team were working professionally, they would have had someone there just to represent the team. Because all they're doing now is they're telling everyone else, if you do anything and you get caught, you're on your own. That is what their absence from that courthouse narrated yesterday. What would it take for them to send someone from their chamber to be present just to show Arifa and Veron that, okay, yes, you guys were doing this for the Aloba family. We, as their legal representatives, are are here. Even though we're not personally representing you, we are here. There was no kind of support whatsoever. So why are we here wasting our time, our resources, our minds to daily come in here, talk, and they're not listening? And then it goes, and people, and then the next thing they say is, oh, Baba makes the decision. Why? Why are we here? In a law firm. I worked in a reputable, one of the top 10 law firms in Washington, D.C. Okay? And I know how cases are managed. The first thing when you get a brief, you create a case management team and you do a life circle of that case. And you know at each point in time what needs to be done, what are the issues involved. Right now, they're just focusing on one thing. Meanwhile, there are several facets to this case. We've got probate, we've got so many issues involved. And yet at each time, these learned people are acting as if they don't know what is supposed to be done. And we, the ordinary people, are here screaming and shouting. We can see all the red flags. And they are intentionally ignoring those red flags. What does that tell you?
I was on this platform when we wrote a petition to the police.
Which petition?
Detailing everything.
Which one?
Petition that the one that you championed, that we signed on your page. And I believe we have submitted that petition.
Yes.
And up till now, I haven't gotten any feedback.
No. With the petition, we have not submitted it. We have not proceeded with it because we're waiting for the autopsy report to come out and to see whether the police are going to be active in their duty or not, and then we step up. But we had it in mind to collaborate with lawyers, to have lawyers approving it and taking a lead of that particular case, because we also wanted to sue the Lagos State and sue the police. But we need to work with the lawyers certified by Baba.
Okay. And so how are we proceeding on that? Because that's also, that is
the way to go. Yeah, the way to go. That's why we are saying that. We need to know the mindset of our legal team. Before we even come out with these ideas, it's supposed to come out from them first. Okay? And it's not coming out from them. We know the case more than them. Then that means they are not competent. And if that is the case, then let the family allow the public to bring in lawyers, which the public can tell what to do. The lawyers that we have there, we only pay for them, but we can't tell them to do shit. Only what Muyiwa tells them, I'm about to tell them that they will do, no matter how we shout. Okay, so the only thing we have to do is to call out this family to listen to the public and cooperate with the public. They are not cooperating with us. The things we want, they are not doing it.
Okay,
we are only paying money.
For example, again, yeah, babe. Now, the things that you have identified in that news article, okay? By today, our legal team should have been correcting that article. There should have been something out there correcting that article. But it's still us here talking. Then what are they doing?
Okay, also, can I also ask another question? Have you considered why have decided to go and place this in an online publication news other than the mainstream media that they have control over? Because I've looked everywhere. I haven't seen it.
Not, how can you tell who posted it on CableNet? What did they say the government? Did they say somebody, this person posted? We don't know. One, okay. But what we can say, okay, for whoever who had posted that, it's an attempt to jeopardize this case, to kill this case. Now that wait. Now what they posted, okay, couldn't have been coming directly from the pathology, which is sure, couldn't have been coming directly from the government or any laboratory. It's not any certified document. It is only a citizen or an information that was heard in the inquest. If I was in the inquest that day, I can write up some stuff said by that pathology and go to Punch newspaper and make a story out of it and quote it. So what they did,
Correct.
they only reiterated what was said in the inquest. They don't have the documents. But Baba Mohbad right now should be needing that official document with the approval of the NMS. That one Cable Net don't have. And Cable Net can't post that. Won't be on that.
And within our legal team, there should be a media person who is scouring for all these sort of fake narratives, and at least once a week, debunking them in a publication of our own.
So that's where I was going with my thought, that our legal team will need to push out information to correct all these narratives, because what they have publicized today is not different from what we know, but somebody has added a sentence to change the minds of the people and jeopardize this case. So our legal team will need to make a statement on this.
But this is what we
that's
do.
why I was going with my.
But they act like they don't know. They act like they don't see it. No matter what we do, they don't. Their body language tells you that nothing is done. Their body language. If you have been following them since last year, their body language has always been the same. Even when serious things happen, even when Wunmi came out, caught out Baba, said bad things, threatened Baba, they are watching like this.
But we're not going to let them silence us. We're going to keep speaking. We're going to keep analyzing, and they're going to keep looking stupid until they do the right thing. And that's what we're supposed to do. That's what is within our control to do. That's what is within our control. That's where I was going, that let's not allow them deter us or do things that would demoralize us.
The only way
we should tell them that we're strong. We're not going to give up.
We have our own public lawyer. The only way this can happen now, I am so 100% for the public having their own lawyer now, because we need someone radical, someone who has nothing to lose and everything to gain, which is justice on this case. Because as we are going now, everyone else on board is shady. Because I agree with you. 100%. Their acts so far up until this point, to even an elementary person can see that these people are not pursuing justice.
And sometimes maybe we need them to throw out all their own weapons so that we know exactly how to approach it, than to keep throwing out our own and saying that we're working fast, and then they will now use everything we have against us. So it's either way. You see, this kind of case is a bit complicated to me, and we need to approach it in a very strategic way so that we don't play into their hands. I like the way they've thrown out this publication today.
Yeah, babe.
And I've seen through this publication. I myself have seen through this. Let me land first, please. Let me land so I don't lose my thought. I'll let you speak. I like the way they've thrown out this publication. We need to call out our own legal team to do what they need to do about this publication, because really and truly, the only thing in this publication is a change of headlines. Everybody is jumping on it, and so they need to quickly come
and not just a manipulation. They say that there was no embalming.
At this publication as something
and manipulation, saying there was no embalmment. We have to take that seriously.
Please, Papariano, just a quick question. Just a quick question. I was just thinking about it as you guys were talking. Papariano, is it possible in this case like this, when we're talking about public lawyer, like a lawyer that is not even in Nigeria, like an international lawyer that can stand on this case?
Not possible.
No. Okay. Thank you.
They must be registered in Nigeria.
They must be registered here.
They must be practicing in the country. Nigerian lawyer can't go and fight for me.
Or at least have local representation. We can.
But you can have counsel. You can have guide from the personally. Let me see. For example, we can get a national lawyer. We can get a national lawyer to partner with them to help them review the case, to tell them, but they will go and
something like that.
To manage the case.
I think
the possibilities.
Yeah.
Then the only people,
because who know man, I'm the key man. I'm be this case now.
And it's a good idea. It's a very good idea. Very valid one.
Well, we're dealing with a government of propagandists too. This government, they can make red look like yellow to you if you're not careful and you don't stand your ground. And what we should do is to keep. That's why I said we can't give up. We'll keep debunking them, so that even Joseph Aloba will know that we're not giving up, because the day he feels that we ourselves have given up on him or on the case,
I'm going to interject you again.
It shouldn't feel like that because it's the one slowing us down.
Listen,
we want to get things done. He's saying, go and meet Muyiwa. Why?
We don't have the strategy now.
Why is he sending us to Muyiwa? He doesn't trust us then.
The strategy is with the lawyers. It's not with us. We can talk about it. But if they don't move with the strategy, then it's wasted.
Yeah, it's actually Baba that is making it slow. Is the one, because anything you go say, Baba cannot say anything. He will tell you, go meet my boss.
Even if Baba accepts if Baba come here right now and say something, just give him 5 minutes, let him go behind. He will change it again. He's not man enough
Baba is not
to say it and have it done. That's the point we're having. We don't have such rugged man who will say it and have it done.
Baba doesn't have the technical know-how to approach this case alone. He needs people to help him. And right now, he has the wrong people. He has the wrong people around him, and that is why.
Ask yourself a question: when was the last time Baba saw Muyiwa in his life?
Maybe he's never seen him.
When you go down this things, right? There are a lot of the reason why they're not bringing public in. Suddenly, they don't trust any member of the public, but they want our money.
I just don't want us throwing Baba. See, Baba already.
No. We have to do it now. People's mental health is at stake. Don't say that. Don't say that we are all parents and brothers and sisters. If something is not right, there's no emotion here. We have to put it straight the way it is.
It's not even about Baba.
It's someone that died. Yeah, Baba died. It's not Baba that died. It's not
you it's Baba that died. Anybody now.
Unless if you.
This is all about Mohbad.
Mohbad is not doing anything for
There's no sentiment here.
It's not about Baba. Forget about Baba. If Baba is not giving us what we want, okay, we have to put him aside. We want justice for Mohbad.
That's what I'm saying. So
there's no sentiment.
So what do you mean that we cannot check and balance Baba's action?
No, we can.
Let's speak to the document before us and leave Baba out of it.
The silent thought of the people working with Baba is Mohbad is already dead and gone. There is life after Mohbad.
Yes, and there's nothing Baba can do. There's nothing anybody can do.
That is their thinking. Which
that is what they are actually not thinking. That's what they are doing.
Fighting for. Because we, the public,
that's what they are doing.
Mercy, could you hold on, please? What the public are fighting for is not just Mohbad, but the many other Mohbads that are likely to find themselves in this position. But they're not thinking about that. They're thinking Mohbad is dead and gone. They need to mend their fences. They need to keep the relationships that they have. They need to honor those people they need to honor. Whereby leaving such things to happen again and again and again. If the people who have done this to Mohbad are not brought to justice.
I agree with you, but I'm going to say that we should leave Baba out of it and face the people that we should face.
Baba is needed. Don't leave Baba out of it. Baba, if you don't drag Baba, they will not come out. What are you saying? Go and learn. Go and be in the comment and learn. Leave Baba out of it. Leave Baba. What do you mean leave Baba?
How can you leave Baba out of this issue?
Everything brains that we're talking about, the nonsense brains.
The reason
leave Baba. But Baba come and ask you money and you give Baba money, right?
The reason
why we come and ask him money, what does he want to do with the money? To spend?
We cannot leave Baba.
The money is to get good lawyers to things, right?
Leave Baba.
Because
Baba should be dragged more than this. He's the one.
I don't even talk. Even that garment, don't reach time to put down for one corner.
I mean,
swear, nothing like we dey pray, we dey fast, we understand. But there are some things you use action for. You don't use too much of Christianity or too much of let God. I'm waiting on God.
The reason why we have to call Baba.
Anybody who is pained about Mohbad's death, you want to do everything to see that this guy gets justice. Leave Baba, leave Baba, leave Baba.
They keep
only drag me, leave Baba. If Baba is doing what is wrong, you will leave him.
They put the responsibility
leave Baba.
You see? So if the responsibility keeps falling on Baba, then Baba has to take that stand and say, okay, the people have been saying this, the people have been saying this, we're stuck in a rock, between a rock and a hard place now. Where do we go? If it means that Muyiwa needs to shift from the management of this case, nobody's asking Muyiwa to leave his brother. No, Muyiwa, you don't have the expertise to manage this case. Let someone else who can manage this case, who has foresight to come on board and make this case happen. No one is saying that they should break away as a family. No.
That they are arrested and put in the jail and they stay behind bars there. They like to, why can't they stand when they begin to run, begin to look for money, money to bribe people to help them escape? They don't want to die, but they don't want to die. It doesn't work like that. Anyway.